Are your deployments getting stuck waiting for approvals? It's a common frustration. The code is ready, the tests are green, but a ServiceNow change ticket is holding up the release. Why? In many cases, the bottleneck isn't the process or the people, it's the evidence. Approvers need evidence that every requirement was met, and if that proof isn't immediately available, everything slows down. Screenshots of test results, emails with approvals, and spreadsheet checklists. It's a slow, patchy way to verify a release that opens the door to human error. Teams in regulated industries know this pain all too well. Let's see how ServiceNow and Kosli together can eliminate that bottleneck by linking your change workflow with automatic audit-ready evidence. The result? Faster approvals and more confident releases without bending any rules. Imagine having a real-time dashboard that shows you the compliance status of every service in your system. Kosli provides exactly that. In Kosli's live environment view, each service or application is listed with a status indicator showing whether it's compliant with your deployment policies right now. Think of it like a traffic light system for releases. If something is missing or out of process, you get a red warning. If everything is in order, it's green. For example, you can click on a service and see the exact version running in production, when it was deployed, and whether it passed all the required checks. Every build, test, code scan, and deployment event is continuously recorded and updated. This means at any given moment, you know which changes are good to go and which ones need attention. By contrast, without Kosli, a lot of this visibility only happens at specific checkpoints, like a manual review before going live. With Kosli, evidence collection is continuous. You're always audit ready, not just at the gate reviews. No more panic collecting when audits are announced. Now let's talk about ServiceNow. ServiceNow can orchestrate the process of change management. It handles approvals, CAB meeting scheduling, etc. But ServiceNow on its own doesn't know the technical details of what you're deploying. It doesn't automatically check if the new version passed its tests or if the artifact in production is the one that was approved. Typically, humans end up doing that work, pasting build IDs into tickets, attaching test results, files, maybe linking a Jira issue or a CI log. It's manual and error prone. Think of all the spreadsheets you have come across that are built for only this. Kosli, on the other hand, is all about the evidence. Think of Kosli as an immutable evidence ledger working behind the scenes. It automatically records every software change and verification from commit to deploy, providing a tamper-proof trail of exactly what happened. Every commit that makes it into a build, every CI/CD pipeline run, every test suite result, every security scan like Sneak or X-Ray, and every deployment gets logged in Kosli, the database of record. So while ServiceNow routes the who and the when of approvals, Kosli tracks the how and what of the actual change. ServiceNow is a workflow system. Kosli is your evidence system of record. Each does something important, and when you combine them, you'll get the full picture. Let's walk through how an approval flows with Kosli. Say you're the person approving a change in ServiceNow. You open the change request and see all the usual info, description of the change, who requested it, etc. But you also have immediate access to the evidence behind that change. In Kosli's interface, which can be referenced alongside the ticket, you find an evidence tab, a summary for that specific release. There you see a timeline of everything that happened to this code before it reached the approval stage. For example, Kosli shows the Git commit ID that kicked off this process, the CI pipeline number that built the artifact, and timestamps for when automated tests ran. You see green check marks for unit tests, integration tests, security scans, whatever your organization requires, along with links and details for each result. If a required step is missing or failed, Kosli flags it in red, so it's immediately obvious. In our example, let's say all checks have passed, the build succeeded, all tests are green, and security scans found no critical vulnerabilities, and the artifact was deployed to a staging environment for validation. Kosli will indicate that the change meets your policy, essentially a ready for approval status. This gives approvers instant confidence. They don't have to hunt down information or trust a hastily written email saying, "I promise we tested it." They can see the proof themselves curated automatically by Kosli. As a result, approvals become faster and almost routine, an actual quick review rather than a leap of faith. The change manager or CAB can OK a deployment in minutes because of all the due diligence that is done right in front of them. No more lengthy meetings going through test evidence and proof of sign-offs, and all this evidence is stored immutably. It's an auditable trail for all future scrutiny. Months later, when an auditor asks how did you deploy version 2.3 and were all the controls followed, you can pull up Kosli's records and show them exactly with no guesswork. The bottom line is that using ServiceNow enhanced with Kosli lets you move fast without breaking the rules. ServiceNow stays your source of truth for approvals and workflow, and Kosli provides the continuous compliance backbone that feeds it the truth on what's been done, the real value. No more delaying releases until someone finds the test results or exports a PDF. Kosli has already collected the evidence by the time you're ready to approve. This means you get out of the business of writing trust me tickets and into automated verifiable change management, faster approvals, stronger compliance with verifiable proof. And that's what Kosli brings your ServiceNow pipeline. If you found this helpful, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to our channel for more insights on modern DevOps compliance. And if you're a decision maker looking to reduce bottlenecks in your change process, visit our website or reach out to see how Kosli can help. With Kosli, you can deploy with confidence and never compromise on compliance, even in the fastest moving teams. Thanks for watching and see you next time.